Hey everyone, my name is Doug Walsh with Dark Horse Stables and the Art of Natural Horsemanship. Today I want to work with you a little bit on the fundamentals of having your horse be able to move their feet in any direction when you need it to make sure that they're unlocked and they're going to be the best that they can under saddle. I like my horse, and this is Dauntless, he's in training. I like him to be focused on myself all the time, no matter what the direction is, like a dance partner, always looking to see what I'm asking him to do. It doesn't matter if I'm asking him to move sideways and move laterally. I want him to be on the same page as me and be able to use all parts of his body and the different quadrants of his body individual as well as together. So if I need him to move laterally, he can move his legs, he can move his body together. Or if I just walk towards his hind, he can do that. If I walk towards this hind, he can not only move the hind over, but then he can roll back over around the haunches, roll around the forehand, roll around the haunches, and walk off. And it shouldn't matter what we're doing with him or what we put in front of him. He should be able to do this in any situation. So if we're working with him on any type of obstacles, we should be able to send him and get the same response. We want him to focus on us, not the obstacle. So if I want him to go around this barrel and come through here, then come through this barrel, and then I want to turn him around, I want to be able to utilize his body and have him feed off of my energy and what I'm asking of him. And it doesn't matter if it's at the walk, trot. Doesn't matter if it's at the walk or if it's at the trot. I want to be able to get him to listen to what I'm asking. Trot. And if I stop, I want him to stop and face me and put all his focus on me. So as you can see, it's pretty cool when we can get our horse to really move the way that we want him to move. Doesn't matter which direction. If I want him to go back the other way, I want him to move based off of what I'm asking him to do because he wants to do it. So one of the biggest things we take away from these animals is their ability to think on their own. As trainers and as riders, it's very important that we give them the tools, and as much as it is black and white to have the correct answer from them, there is, in my belief, a little blackish and whitish and gray area there where it comes to when we're just first teaching them this. We want them to have that ability to make that decision on their own, and they may make some mistakes doing it, but just like people, if they don't make those mistakes and we don't guide them properly, they're not going to pick up the right cues and be able to be more confident in themselves. More of the issues that I run into with horses are horses that lack the confidence. I have a quote that says it's better to have a partnership, it's a privilege to have a partnership with our horse than a right through dictatorship. And as we work with these guys, is that we want them to follow our guide as their pilot or as their dance partner, but we don't want to tell them that basically be a dictator and say this is what you're going to do. Some horses will actually tolerate that, but unfortunately you're not going to be getting a very high percentage of effort from your horse, just like with anybody. As if you're at work and your boss is really kind of dictating to you what you need to do and really not rewarding for the right discipline, because discipline can be destructive or it can be positive through encouragement. So there's nothing wrong with having the discipline of our horse wanting to do the things we want him to do, but the big thing is we want to make sure that they want to do it because they want to please us, they want to do it for us, and then it gives them more confidence. As they have more confidence, then they're going to really want to be part of this program with us. And when we look at herd-based dynamics, is that we really have to treat them as a herd leader. And a lot of people have different views of natural horsemanship and what does it mean and how is it. And to me, natural horsemanship is the way horses interact in nature in herd-based settings, and how they understand herd dynamics and how they relate to their position in that herd. We live in a very unnatural society now with a lot of horses, especially, I'm from Colorado originally, now I'm in South Florida, and South Florida is a lot different than Colorado, so we don't have a lot of the natural landscape and the land in general for horses to be out on and be out in herds, which is their natural environment. A lot of the horses here are turned out by themselves. They're turned out only a few hours a day, so they're missing that key component. So it's very, very important for us to be able to work with these guys and have them understand what we're asking as a true partner, but giving them the knowledge and the right to think on their own based under our direction. They're flight animals by nature. They're like a person with an anxiety attack, so it channels from low to high very quickly. And a lot of horses that end up having meltdowns, they just go into a panic attack, what we would as humans call a panic attack. And so our goal is to really help them to figure out why they feel fearful, why they don't feel safe. Once we do that, I think we can get a good base. Every horse should have this base on them. This is just a snippet of what I do here at Dark Horse Stables, and if you have any other questions, I do clinics and I do private lessons. Feel free to ask me and I'll be happy to help you out.